Thank you.
Okay, I have with me Professor John Idoko from the Society for AIDS in Africa. He's actually the president, ICASA 2019, the president.
Yes.
So you're welcome, sir.
Thank you.
Now, ICASA is going to take place in Rwanda. How ready are we for it in terms of reaching the key populations in Africa and issues related to HIV and AIDS?
Good. So, ICASA is next year, December. So we still have some good time, but we started the preparations.
You know, Africa, we always like last minute things in
Not
Africa.
really. We don't do that in SAA. You know, we've had our first international steering committee meeting.
Okay.
And what's the steering committee meeting? The national steering committee meeting is the meeting where you put both the local and international organizers together. We held that in Kigali sometime in May. We're supposed to have 3. And in this one, key outputs came out of it. 1, we developed the team, and we developed the sub-teams, and all the various areas in which, you know, the conference is going to speak to. And we have also started identifying who is going to be a plenary speaker. And going to your question, the theme is innovation, community, and leadership. So we're looking at what is current as far as science is concerned, how that plays, to the community. You just had in this press conference how important community is, both in research, in services, and in also the political engagement, you know, to define and, you know, ensure that we get more funding. So if you look at one of our sub-teams, it's obviously about key populations, human rights, ensuring that services are provided to key populations with the lens of the human right and all that. So that's a big thing. And the reason why that's big is that if you look at Africa, HIV prevalence or HIV infection rates are really coming down in most countries. But there are 2 areas of concern: key populations and adolescents. And key populations, I'm specific about, you know, men who have sex with men and female sex workers. So if we really want to bring down, you know, the
prevalence rates,
then that's those 2 areas are areas that we must target.
and that's the very controversial areas in Africa, especially when you talk about men sleeping with men. We also know we have lesbians, and no one comes out openly to say, well, I'm gay, maybe I'm a lesbian, and we have few people who have actually come out. But we know about the decriminalization of HIV and AIDS. Now, how are we going to get on board member states of Africa as a continent to come out and help to decriminalize their laws?
That's a good question. It's a hard question, but it's a good question. And we are hoping that, you know, we will break down the barriers of the cultural and religious intolerance. That's a big issue. And if you look at the countries where all this is happening, we know of some countries in Africa where they have broken this down. So sharing experience is important, but the political commitment is important. And I'm happy here today that, you know, we had some legislators amongst us. We need to take this to our legislators. We need to take it, you know, to the highest political offices. That these people are human beings. These people, if we don't look after them, they are going to be a source of bouncing back, you know, and ensuring that, you know, we have another HIV epidemic. I think it's going to be a gradual process, but I think it's something that I believe will be addressed, because if you look at our sub-teams, that's also a key area we need to discuss.
And so now the campaign has started for ICASA 2019, and this happens to be one of the flyers going around AIDS-free Africa.
Exactly, and you see the theme there: innovation, community, and political leadership. Then you have the sub-teams, and you can see the issue of key populations there, and the issue of young people.
Okay.
So it's going to be pretty well covered.
Okay. Well, I'll leave you there, Professor. I'll leave you there. We'll talk again maybe sometime in the future about ICASA 2019. So thank you very much, Professor John Idoko.
You're welcome. You're welcome.
I have with me Dr. Jeanine Condo, who is the Director General of Rwanda Biomedical Center. ICASA is going to take place in your country, ICASA 2019. How prepared are you for the rest of Africa to visit Rwanda?
Thank you so much, Miss. We are very prepared. Rwanda is always ready to receive big conferences like ICASA. We've been prepared. We have conducted a couple meetings, including the local organizing committee and the international organizing committee, to see not only the logistics but also the science behind. As we've come from far, where we had HIV prevalence around 13%. Now we are almost at 3%. We had HIV, transmission from mother to child coming from 10% to 1.5%. We are so eager to share experience, but also to learn from others. So the government of Rwanda, including the Minister of Health, all government officials are well prepared, and they are part of the organizing committee as well to help us boost this big event that we are expecting in 2019.
So this happens to be a big commitment from the government of Rwanda. Now let's look at the prevalence rate. Let's look at the prevalence rate in your country. How is it now as it relates to key populations?
The way we give services is not discriminatory.
Okay.
We receive everyone from every social class,
Okay.
key populations and others. We even open a time for key population whenever they feel like.
Okay.
So the services are open to everyone. Rwanda is really keen to push for having everyone, especially those who are vulnerable. For example, those who are poor and very poor, they have free services.
Okay.
All of free service, the government pay for it. Universal health coverage is around more than 90%. So Rwanda is prepared to have everyone, including key population. Actually, we've been working with key population as a CSO,
All right,
as
okay.
a civil society group. Yeah.
All right, so I'd like to stop you there. So ICASA 2019, here we come, and we wish you all the best as you prepare for the rest of Africa.
Thank you so much.
Thank you very much,
Nice meeting you.
Professor Dr. Condo. Thank you.
Thank you.